I can do a little demo while I have the mic here. Something I have noticed very often when we're doing, I've noticed this quite often in like the sales update meetings, and definitely notice it sometimes when we're doing the P1 review is we'll say, "Oh wait, this data is not up to date. Let me go refresh it in Fivetran." So I built a little integration to Fivetran. So if I go in here to the view menu, I can say sync source tables. We're going to dynamically figure out which tables belong to Fivetran. And then if I hit sync in Fivetran, it's going to use the Fivetran API. If I go over here, you'll see, so this is the GitHub issues, Salesforce account updates. We go over here and I refresh this page. You can see now GitHub and Salesforce are now updating. These take a couple minutes. There is some Fivetran's API doesn't give you perfect ability to do everything, but there is documentation about how to track the sync. So in theory, we could sort of show progress here. I haven't quite done that yet, but I think it could be pretty cool to give people this capability.
And do they just like sign in with like Fivetran credentials in the admin console, something like that, sort of like an integration?
You generate an API key, yeah. So there's some work to do here to sort of set up the integration and so forth. I hard coded all that for now, but yeah, I think I'd like to maybe actually shop this with Fivetran and see if it couldn't strengthen the partnership a little bit. So Savannah, maybe that's something you and I can work on.
Sick.
I love that idea.
I mean, this message is insane, actually, because it's just like how it should work.
Right.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
Those are the best messages.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it work this way?
And it might be a good opportunity. Like you can't just sync a single table in Fivetran. It's like you have to sync the whole integration. And that might be safer anyway, but it would be cool if we could actually be granular about it because we obviously know on our side. I need to figure out. I'll need some help from Kathy, Steven, or Conrad because right now, if you go through a DBT table, I can't. I sort of lose the lineage, and it'd be nice to keep that lineage.
One quick thought: you probably should block end users from that one. I think you should put a permission on it if possible, that maybe only developers can touch it. The other follow-up,
I might even make it a model setting.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you have thoughts on how we link this up to DBT if there's a transformation in between?
Yeah, or the lineage piece too that you're talking about. I think that there's like a really interesting deep integration we could actually get to with broader ETL when we have full understanding of lineage there.
Yeah. So definitely, yeah. I think this is kind of the first step towards like actually leveraging the lineage, and it sort of also then begs for more lineage. Colin, to answer your question about the DBT workflow, I think it's gonna depend a lot on how they have done their DBT setup. Like the simplest scenario is they're using Fivetran to orchestrate DBT, and in which case it just works. The other reality here is we should probably actually show this to Pedram and see, like, there's a lot of companies who are just using Dagster to do the ETL and the DBT. So perhaps a comparable integration to Dagster could check all of those boxes. So there's a lot of like depends, but I think the kind of core takeaway from that is like we're going to just need a connectivity to a lot of these different things because everyone kind of architects their stack a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And I think to that point too, it's like Dagster or it's Effect or it's Airflow or it's like a homegrown set of scripts too. But like I think that's exactly right. Like how we tightly integrate and allow for sort of a comprehensive development platform where it's like it's with knowledge and context from the ETL all the way through to the end user. It's just super powerful.